shut down, and it's fully charged. So I have no clue what happened, but I'm back anyways. This is Jupiter and Saturn, earth-shattering reality. So I am back. I just gave a description of the planets. It's basically like the two mob bosses coming together. One of the mob bosses is out of control, being very controlling, literally tying people up, binding their hands, forcing them to comply, forcing them to deal with old traditions. So Saturn is an old mob boss, and Jupiter is going to be more of a young, fresh mob boss that is coming in trying to reconfigure the way things have been running. And he's kind of just saying, look, I appreciate the past. I appreciate the old traditions. I appreciate, cutting people's fingers off and binding them up and forcing them to comply with you, or else, breaking a few good knees every now and then, and Saturn is the knees because of Capricorn, is nice. It makes people respect you and fear you. And Saturn is about respect, and Saturn is about fear. Saturn is a malefic planet. So yeah, Saturn's in its own sign of Capricorn per Vedic astrology, busting out kneecaps and forcing you to comply. This other mob boss, Jupiter, which is coming in much younger, much more youthful, new age, coming in saying, look, I'm willing to give you what you need, but I need you to comply a little bit, okay? But I would love to cut you some slack, give you a break. You deserve it. You have a nice family, Jimmy and I really like you, and I think you deserve, a little understanding. So Jupiter is about forgiveness. Saturn is about FU, and so right now our governments, our world, our viewpoints, social medias, it's just too controlling. And we need someone to come out and speak up for us, and offer some peace and some mercy. We need a little bit of a break here. I think you all can agree that 2020 feels like someone busted out your kneecaps. That's how everyone feels. You've been cut down. Not only has businesses been affected, well, small businesses, and your civil liberties all over the world. People are not free to do what they want to do because of this. And what the media is shoving down your throats is very difficult and very controlling. A lot of you guys don't know what to believe, and you're scared. And you're showing respect, and they're making you feel scared and fearful. And so this pandemic has really just been a busting of the kneecaps to people by China, by the US, and by other governments, forcing everyone to comply. We understand that they want some sense of rationality here, but this is also out of control. And that's just, the icing on the cake. The other things that are out of control is billionaires. Multi-billionaires, people that are making lots and lots and lots of your money, selling products with no security. So they're out there, it's like drug dealers, right? They're out there causing harm to people, and it's okay. Legally, it's okay. Meanwhile, teenagers and youth are getting hurt by seeing pornography and inappropriate things on their cell phones and on their computers, which they need for school and to communicate with their parents. So there is no real security that is mandated by the government. The government is really just happy they're getting a lot of money. Everyone's just happy they're getting a lot of money while the little guys are getting beat up. And really, it's you and me mostly that the little guys were getting beat up down here. Not only is our children suffering in this new world, okay, this new world order, but we're suffering emotionally, mentally, physically, and now financially with what's going on with COVID. Now, COVID didn't affect the big companies, Amazon, Walmart, Google, Facebook, YouTube. They're doing better than ever. There's a lot of places that are doing better than ever. Banks are doing better than ever. These people that are in control, they were not betting against it, but investing investing in certain stocks that were rising because of this pandemic, and they're making off very rich from this pandemic. China is becoming more rich. The people in America that were already elitists, they're becoming even more rich. So this is out of control. Meanwhile, again, the little guys are getting beat up. As you probably visit your community, some of your places that you grew up loving are closing down, right? A lot of your mom and pop shops are closing down. They're trying to eliminate the free business enterprise. They're trying to eliminate these things. And that way they can just have one main store you go to, or maybe a couple main stores you go to. Okay, but they're all going to work together under one team. They just want to eliminate the way it's been, and that's not okay. So what's happening is Saturn's too controlling, okay? That being said, Jupiter's coming in, having a sit down with the other mob boss saying, look, I like what you're doing. You're making us a lot of money, but you're causing a lot of heat. You're bringing the heat down on us, Jimmy. You need to calm down. You know, and Jimmy's like, well, what's wrong? Well, you're killing people. You're knocking them off. You're knocking out their kneecaps. You're freaking putting us on the news. You know, there's a lot of heat. You know, the FBI's on our back. You know, you really got to stop what you're doing. You need to cease what you're doing because it's just too much heat. I'm still going to let you have some power, but, you know, and Jimmy's looking at him like, excuse me, what the hell is going on? You know, and this other mob boss is like, look, you know, I'm not trying to make your life miserable. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm trying to come to you respectfully and say, if you don't knock this off, we're going to have a problem. In other words, you're going down, you know, you're going down. And we don't want that, you know. There's respect here, mutual respect. And so Jupiter's coming in kind of unwelcomed, honestly. Jupiter is very unwelcomed in Capricorn and with Saturn there especially. This is like, who the F is you coming in this house? Who the F do you think you are coming on our turf? Who do you think you are? Because Jupiter is debilitated, especially 5 degrees in Capricorn. Now, he's not 5 degrees in. He's just coming in the front door, but he's still unwelcomed, let me tell you. So Jupiter gives them the impression, I'm here to talk business, and I mean what I say. And what pisses Saturn off more than anything is that Jupiter is a very large, influential planet. Jupiter is a boss, and Saturn can't tell Jupiter what to do. Saturn can boss around other little planets like Mars. Saturn can even really influence the sun, honestly, heavily. He can't completely, but he can heavily influence the sun. And Saturn can totally tell your Venus what to do. Neptune, Pluto, what the hell to do. Saturn is in control of that shit. But then Jupiter comes in and it's like, damn it, freaking A. Now I don't have control of the little people, the peasants. You know, Jupiter's here, man. I gotta listen to Jupiter a little bit because he's a boss like me. There's a level of mutual respect. And I can't just rule everything right now. And so Jupiter shows up unannounced, unwelcome. He comes on into Capricorn, says, hi, Saturn. Saturn gives Jupiter the only stank eye. Like, what are you doing here? Like, get the F out of my house. And Jupiter comes in like, look, I know I'm unwelcome. I know I'm unwanted, but I came to talk business. I'm here to talk for the people. I'm here on their behalf. I'm trying to give them babies. I'm trying to give them a house. I'm trying to give them life. I'm trying to give them prosperity. I'm trying to answer prayers over here. I'm trying to give these people something to live for. I'm trying to give them hope and prosperity. And excuse me, but all you're doing is taking it away, man. And Saturn's like, well, hey, you know, they asked for it. All right. They wanted the control. They wanted my protection. They wanted my help. You know, what did I do? I came in, I protected them, I gave them my help, and they owe me. They owe me a lot. So I'm going to take it. You know, in essence, you know, they voted for me, man. They voted for me. They wanted me to control them. They're not okay thinking on them for themselves, okay? They're not good like that. They need daddy, man. They need me to tell them what to do, where to go, and what to think, man. They need me. They want me. Why are you coming here and muscling me out, man? They asked for me here. I'm giving the people what they want. They want me to take control. Therefore, I'm doing it. What's the problem? And Jupiter's like, let me tell you what the problem is. You're causing too much heat up here. Everyone's freaking out. People are dying. People are losing hope. People are losing businesses, prosperity. This shit I want to give them, you're taking it away. So you're busting my balls, man. You're busting my balls, Saturn. What the fuck, man? Why you got to be so difficult? Look, I'm not here to tell you you can't exist and do what you do. But I'm here to tell you, ease up because you're affecting me. All right? You're affecting me. And you're affecting my people. The people that aren't asking you for this shit. You understand? So we need a compromise here. We got to have a sit down between bosses. And they're just fuming, looking at each other like, what? You know, ugh. And Saturn's like, who the fuck do you coming in my house and you're going to tell me? Who the fuck are you? And Jupiter's like, excuse me, let me flex. Let me flex. Who the fuck am I? I am, you know, this boss. I came down from this family. I have this power. That's who the fuck I am. So don't come over here telling me who I am. I have every right to be here as much as you. And so Saturn's like, well, fuck. Let's talk. Let's do business. What do you want? Here's what I want. And Jupiter's like, here's what I want. I want these small businesses to survive, okay? They got to make it. There's got to be options. You can't just make everyone only go to one place. There's got to be options, man. People need to have a dream. People want to love what they do. People want to experience joy in their life, what they're created for. These things I want to give them. I want to give that person that wants to open a yoga studio that possibility. I want to give that person that wants to open that coffee shop that possibility. I want to give that person that wants to open that toy shop a possibility. I want to give them that. So you're going to back up and you're going to let these people have what the fuck they want. It's not fair what you're doing. If you want to have big controlling companies, fine, have your companies. But you're going to let the other ones survive. You're going to back up. You're going to give some options here. All right, fine, I can do that. I can do that. All right. Well, if you want to make billions of dollars on cell phones and companies with ads and all this social media and internet and worldwide, whatever the fuck dark web, fine. But you're going to need some restrictions on that shit. And you know what, Jimmy? I know you like those fucking restrictions. I know you love to fucking tie people up and force them to do shit, Saturn. I know you love that shit. So listen, have your money, have your corporations, but make it so people have to sign up and pay for that shit just to get in the front door. You got to have a door fee. Don't just let people waltz in. Give them a door fee. If they want to come in, fine, but they got to pay for it. All right, I can do that. Saturn's like, I still get my money and some, so I can do that. But, you know, I was having a lot of fun just getting more and more and more. I know you like making a lot, Jimmy. I know you like making a whole lot of money. And I know. Listen, it's out of control. There's too much heat. People are unhappy. Kids are getting hurt. There's people going to counseling. There's kids committing suicide. Okay? There's families being torn apart. Mothers are crying in the streets. Children are growing up too fast. Pedophiles are raping and taking these children left and right. Children are going up missing every week, Jimmy. Thousands of children are going missing. Sickos are getting sicker. Deprived minds are out of control. You got to get a handle on this, man. Listen, you got to help. You can make money, but you can't make it like that. All right. Fine. We can compromise on that. All right. All right. Now, let's talk government, because Saturn, you're in control of government. You're in Capricorn. You're in control of all the governments: Chinese government, Russia government, American government, European government, Canadian government, Venezuelan government, Mexican government, all the government. Saturn's in control of all of it. Look, I know you want to control the vote. I know you want to force it to happen how you want it to happen. I know you want to force someone's hand. I know you want to manipulate and monopolize the votes to get what you want. But that's not how it rolls, Jimmy. It's not how it goes. Hey, what are you doing here accusing me of that shit? Why are you cute? Listen, Listen, Jimmy, I'm not accusing you. I know. I'm Jupiter. I'm intuitive. I'm fucking psychic. Okay? I'm Jupiter. I'm a higher knowledge. I see through your bullshit. Don't try to come at me and say, oh, that's not happening. Bullshit. I already know. Look, I know you've got dirty double dealings going on. And I know you're trying to make a powerhouse here. And I'm not trying to lock you guys up. I'm not trying to lock all you guys up. I'm not trying to put you guys away. I'm not trying to throw you in there. What I'm saying is, don't do it again. Don't do it again, because the truth's going to come out and whatever happens, happens. But don't do it again, or you're going to lose your position. You know, this has got to stop. This nasty, dirty double dealing. It's getting heat on the family. We got a lot of heat. We're going to come down. They're watching us. We got helicopters above our house. People are watching our fucking yards. Everyone's wiretapping this shit. We got everyone watching us because of you. We have no sense of security because of you. So knock it off. Don't let it happen again. And Saturn's like, damn, I didn't know it was that serious. Well, yeah, we had a deal. And just like the movie Casino with the other guy, he was selling cocaine on the side, not sharing with the mob boss. He was doing mob work and his little business on the side. What did he do? He caused heat for the family. Caused heat. And that was a problem. And that's when he's getting his life threatened and all this and that. And it's kind of like that. And Saturn's out of control, you know? And so, okay. And the reason Saturn's out of control is it's in its own sign. It's in its full power, full blown up power. This is the worst it could possibly be for a malefic, for you, for me, for the globe. This is as restricting, as harsh, as controlling as Saturn could be, is what we're experiencing right now. And everyone sees it. People are getting fined. People are losing their businesses. Kids are getting hurt. There's problems in the streets. There's problems in the government. There's rumors of war. There's disagreements. There's debates. There's hate. There's nonsense. There's a lot of problems. So control is good to control and keep the peace, but control is not good when you are shutting up other people and taking away their rights. That's not good, you know. And yeah, some people are okay with it. Some people are okay with it, but there's a lot of people that are not okay with it. And that's not 50-50. That's not keeping the peace. That's being controlling. So this is where it's got to stop. And Jupiter says, look, I'm okay with you doing what you got to do, Jimmy. I'm all right, Saturn. But listen, I'm all about the truth. I'm all about the truth. I'm all about honesty. I'm all about whatever comes to the light, comes to the light. I'm all for voting, but I want it to be fair. I want it to be fair and I want it to be righteous. I don't want the dead voting. I don't want people in nursing homes who can't even write their name voting. I don't want double dealings. I don't want double voting. I don't want electronic one-ups with little magical buttons that you push to give an extra 100,000. I'm not trying to play dirty. I want it legal. Jupiter says I want it honest, I want it legit, and I want it legal. And yes, this is my opinion, but there's no way Joe Biden got more votes than Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Barack Obama, no matter what I feel about him, was the most popular, the most well, I would say the most charismatic, youthful president in United States history. He was very popular. People came out to vote for Barack Obama that were 18 years old, excited to vote. He got more votes than any Democrat in history. Okay, he got a lot of votes. Barack Obama was very popular, very popular. He made history. He had white votes. He had Latino votes. He had the black votes. He had so many votes. Republicans were pulling out their hair because Barack Obama got so many votes. That shit was legal. You didn't need to mess with that vote because it was obvious. We all knew Barack Obama's going to win. We all knew that. We knew it was fair. No contesting needed. It was completely fair. Now, Hillary, another story. She had a bad history. She has a very rough history, but I will say this. Hillary got a hell of a lot more votes than Joe Biden. Hillary, being the fact that she was an ex-president's wife, a woman, hello, a woman, a freaking woman, went out there to vote, to run for president. That freaking crazy ass, corrupt ass old woman, I know she got more votes than Joe Biden. She got way more votes than Joe Biden, just for the fact that she was a woman, just for the fact that she was past President Clinton's wife, and the fact that she's one of the most popular, well-known politicians in history. And to be honest, you know, she's a crook. They're all crooks over there. That is my opinion. Okay? They're crooks. They're liars. They're cheats. And they cheated even when Trump won in 2016 with Hillary. But that's an opinion. But there was cheating. It was found out. We already knew. This election is ridiculous. This, like I said, Barack, Hillary, they got the votes. They are popular. Joe Biden, first of all, he's senile, which is Saturn, old, right? Senile and old. Secondly, his teeth are huge, fake, big old white, shiny teeth. He bugs people. They're so white and shiny and blinding. I mean, his dentures are clearly blinding the public. He's a puppet, okay? He does what they want him to do. He does what all of them want him to do. He's just there. I don't even know why he's there. They could have picked any other candidate that would have been good, but they picked him. I don't know. But I smell blood in the water. There's a problem. It smells like fish. It's wrong. We have testimonies. We have video. We have proof. We have proof that the Dominion, which was based out of Colorado, he was caught on camera bashing Trump, saying all these bad things about him, saying how he was going to make sure he was going to lose. And he joked about it on camera on someone's cell phone, the CEO of Dominion, the software that ran this election. He said, I made sure that he called him a bunch of names, is going to lose. I made sure he's going to lose. So I'm not worried. And what happened? We have a landslide almost. Well, not a huge landslide, but it feels like it, of fraudulent votes. That sounds and smells very fishy to me. So I'm going to leave that there. But the truth is, Jupiter's coming in saying, if Joe Biden wins, fine. But I want it honest. Why do you have to have all this fraud? Why do you have to have all these double dealings? What is it? Copra something county in Arizona, amongst other counties, they refused to have an audit. They refused to allow an audit and a recount. They didn't want anybody poking their nose back into Maricopa County. Why? Jupiter says, why? If you're so honest, and this is such a win, what's the problem? Let me see what's back there, Jimmy. What are you hiding in that back room, Jimmy? This is a legit vote, man. Jupiter's like, this is legit. This is real. This is honest. This is what it is. Let me see. Let me see. But they're not letting you see, guys. They're not going to let you see. They don't want to let you see because the truth cannot be hidden. What is done in the dark will come to the light. If they were so honest, and if Trump's team was such a crook, such a crock, such a blah, 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 everyone wants to talk all the crap they want. If it was such crap, why don't you prove it? Prove what crap Trump is. Prove what crap this audit is. Laugh in their faces. Throw it in their faces. Laugh your ass off. Make it even more of a joke that they're so ridiculous when you audit these votes. Do it so you can laugh even harder in their faces and say you were crying, you were whining, you were accusing us of fake bullshit, but the joke's on you. It's all real. It's all legit. It was 100. Now the joke's on you, Trump. Ha ha ha. We won, and you just got double done dirty. You just got double laughed at, double embarrassed, double just slammed to the ground, body slammed. I mean, if the Democrats really wanted to body slam Trump, they would let you audit those votes. That is the truth. You want the most transparent elect? Be transparent. If it's honest, be transparent. Let us see. But they're not, because it's a lie, because it's corrupt, because that's the fucking problem. Why? Why would it be corrupt? Everyone says, well, why would it be corrupt? Why would any country be corrupt? Why is China corrupt? Why are they telling their people to have only 2 babies? Why are they telling their people they can't go on Facebook? You want to look at corruption, you want to see where we're headed, look at China. China's Saturn ruled. Why are they so corrupt? Why are they forcing people to have abortions? Why are some of their people starving? Why is China doing double dealings with North Korea, giving them power for nuclear stuff? Why are they going against the United Nations? Why are they hurting their people? Why? I don't know why, but it's controlling and it's corrupt and it's powerful. Why is Venezuela doing that? I don't know, because maybe they want to have more power with drugs. They don't want police to block them. They want to create more drugs. They like sex trafficking their children because it gives them more money. That might be a reason why they're affecting their elections. What about other countries like Spain? Maybe it's the same shit. Maybe they've got a lot more agendas than what you know. So why would America want to fix this election? Why? Like I said, ever since World War II, they've been looking at brainwashing the people. America is a money machine. We are, besides a few other countries, and I would say China and us are toe-to-toe. We are the machine that makes all the money. We are a money magnet. Our people in America create a lot of wealth. A lot of wealth. We attract people from all over the world to come to our country so they can have a piece of that. So they can have a piece of what it feels like to live the good life. Because in many other countries, they don't have that option. Why is that, Steph? Here we go again. Control, power, Saturn, Capricorn. So why do you think America would fix the election? They're being bought off money, just like everyone else, to run the machine that makes the money. We are the rats and the mice on the wheel. And if we don't take control, we're going to lose it all. So, anyways, that is why Saturn and Jupiter are coming together. All right, so Saturn and Jupiter are here coming together, discussing like the mob bosses, what's going on. It's too much. It's just too much. We've got to deal with this, okay? I like that you want to have control, and this is a reality, but we got to have a reality check, all right? This is too much. Let's look at the fire energy. I already put down air. We're going to look at the fire energy. Show me the fire energy, please. All right. And then go ahead and show me the earth energy. Show me the earth. Show me the earth energy. You know, and honestly, that's all Jupiter wants. Jupiter wants it to be honest and fair. Jupiter is about integrity. Jupiter rules the sign Sagittarius, which I'm very proud to say I have. I have a Sagittarius rising in Vedic, so I am ruled by Jupiter in that aspect on my rising. I also have Pisces moon. So I am Jupiter ruled on my mind. I am Jupiter ruled on my mind, my thoughts, and my feelings. I am Jupiter ruled on how I want to be with you, how I want the world to see me, and what I want the world to know. Jupiter is about honesty because Sagittarius is about honesty. Pisces is about releasing that honesty, spitting it out, revealing it, showing you the hidden things. Okay, showing you what's in the dark, what's down deep, deep, deep in the below, and bringing it out and showing that kind of energy. That's the Jupiter and Pisces in me. So if I reveal some of these things to you and it's a little bit too tough to take, it's a little bit too tough to hear, take a look at the people that are refusing to hear me. Take a look at the people that are bucking me, because do they have a strong Jupiter? Are they Pisces and Sagittarius, or are they something else? Because in my opinion, you're going to want to listen to someone who's Jupiter ruled double time like me, because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to know about the truth. I'm going to have an intuition. I'm going to have a deeper knowing. Okay. My wisdom is in the deep, dark secrets of Pisces because I'm in the 12th house. So my Jupiter's in the 12th, which is all about those secrets and those things, those deep, double, dirty dealings, okay, crooks and things like that. My wisdom is all about that. I research that. I dig very deep. Not only that, my Jupiter's in Scorpio in the 12th house. I am literally a little mole. I am like a digger of the truth in the 12th house, going deep down that rabbit hole, trying to get my wisdom and my truth. So when people are resenting me, bucking me, getting away from what I'm saying, not wanting to hear it, maybe we should take a look at their chart. Are they strong Gemini? Are they strong Libra? Are they strong Virgo? They're going to not like me. I tell you, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, they're not going to like me because they're so stuck into this reality. They're so stuck into what the government wants them to say and know. They're so stuck into getting along with everybody else, kind of like, I want to be in the popular group. I want to be with the people. I want to be on the safe side. I don't want to rock the boat. I want to accept things the way they are and make peace. That's that kind of an energy. They're very friendly with everybody. You know, other signs that may not like me are signs that are not, you know, wanting to learn deep things, possibly Leos. I would say Aquarius people would hate me because they're very fun-loving, hippie, you know, make love, not war. I want to get along with everyone. I want one love, one, you know, they're all for the New World Order because they want this one love, right? They don't want to look at the dirty. They don't want to look at the reality of what's the truth. They don't want to look at it. So that could be somebody else that may not like me. But some people that would appreciate my truth would normally be an Aries, a Taurus, a Scorpio. Capricorn honestly would respect that. And they would respect that truth. Not very many. Pisces, Cancer, they would respect that truth. So very few signs would respect what I have to say. The other ones are just trying to go with the main majority, the public. They don't want to believe this stuff is going on in their home. It's almost like being the mother of a serial killer. You don't want to believe your kid's a serial killer. You gave birth to that baby. You love that baby. You raised him. Now he's a serial killer. You know, these are the moms that want to cover that up. No, my son didn't take anyone home and eat their ass last night. No, he was at home with me. You know, that's some of these people. You know, Jeffrey Dahmer's mom, right? Like, my son didn't eat nobody's ass. My son's a good boy. Jimmy's a good boy. He was here all night watching Jeopardy with me. He didn't eat no one's ass. And then the mom goes back in the room with her stick. What are you doing eating boy's ass, Jimmy? What are you doing eating boy's ass? Why are you doing that? I'm putting up for you. Quit doing that shit. You know, no one wants to hear the truth. And I'm just here like, yo, I'm sorry I got to deliver the truth. I'm sorry I got to be a Sag. I'm sorry I got to talk about this shit. I'm sorry I have a Jupiter in Scorpio. Fuck me. I don't like it either. I'm over here with my Gemini mouth running this shit like a waterfall and nobody wants to hear it. Believe me, I'm fucking sorry. I'm sorry I was born like this. I'm sorry I have this knowledge. I'm sorry I'm telling you the truth. I'm sorry you don't want to hear it. I'm sorry, but it's the fucking truth. What you want from me? I'm not going to lie. I'm a fucking Sag. I'm not going to fucking lie, man. If you want to prove me wrong, prove me wrong. But prove me wrong. And if you're not going to prove me wrong, then shush. I'm sorry you don't want to hear it. It's simple. And that's Jupiter with Saturn. Listen, Jimmy, I know you want to do your shit, but I know the truth. You want to lie to my face. You want to tell me you didn't break no one's knees in the back. But I saw you. I saw you last week. And you want to sit here now and lie to my face. It's not going to happen. You're busted. You're caught. That's it. All right? Busted and disgusted. And now you can't be trusted. You know? And that's kind of how it is with Jupiter and Saturn, especially with governments. Busted, disgusted, can't be trusted. Look, you did some shit. Maybe you didn't do all the shit, but you did some shit. And now you're not trusted. Now we're going to take away that power. You can't misuse and abuse, all right? You can't misuse and abuse. People are being treated like a battered woman, okay? And now that our countries are a beaten, battered woman, the media and the news is saying, hey, put on your sunglasses, put on some concealer, and get out there in that world. Don't say shit. Go out there and just don't get beat up again, okay? Just do what we say and I won't beat you. Just comply with the government, shut your mouth, go along with the media, just do what we tell you to do, put on your sunglasses, cover up the black eye, and shut up. If I find out that you go out there and you fucking blab your mouth about what we did over here, you're out. If I find out that you're behind my back telling all these people all kinds of shit that you saw in this house, you're out. And you know what? I'm going to tell them you're a liar and you're crazy and I'm going to lock you up in the institution. Do you want that? And the battered wife is like, no. And by the way, if you fuck with me and you tell on me and you tell people I was cheating and you tell people Dominion fucked you over and you tell people that you knew there was crooks back here and you tell people what you fucking know, I'm going to take your kids. You want me to take your fucking kids? No. Then shut your mouth. Just do what we tell you to do and you're going to be fine. Okay? I got you. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to make sure you're good. You just need to comply for your own safety and the safety of your kids. You got that? Good. Now go out there and put your sunglasses on and pretend like none of this shit happened. If you give them one clue, I'm taking away your shit. All right. I'm going to trust you on this one. And that's what's going on with the government. And Jupiter is watching this wife, seeing her beat out there with her sunglasses on, like, hey, come here. I know that you're being beat by your husband. What's going on? And she's like, no. I'm not beat up. I'm fine. I fell down the stairs. You know how many times I heard people fall down the stairs? Bullshit. What happened? No, I'm not telling you what happened. You better tell me what happened. But if I tell you what happened, I'm going to lose all my shit. And you don't know, Jimmy. You don't know. You don't have any control. No, you better tell me what happened. I can protect you. Well, I don't think you can protect me because all I've seen is the power that this government has. All I've seen is the power that they have. All I know is people say they get hung and they say they hung themselves, but they didn't. All I see is people say they committed suicide, but they didn't. And I know that. And I'm not the next one.
Okay. Mom, can I tell you something about you then? Can I just have raw tomato noodles?
Yeah, I'll make some. Daniel, can you warm him something up? It's in the fridge. Close the door. Thank you. Okay. I better go. I better hurry. But that's really the essence of what's going on, okay? Jupiter is here trying to protect the people. Jupiter cares about the masses. Jupiter cares about your prosperity and your abundance. Jupiter cares. Jupiter really cares about your happiness. Saturn does not care about your happiness. Saturn does not care about your abundance. Saturn could see you sleeping on the streets and be perfectly okay with that because Saturn thinks you learn through hardship. Saturn could see you losing your family on the streets to murders because Saturn thinks through that death is when you really awaken. That's when you come to God. Saturn, you have to understand, is okay with loss, grief, sorrow, hardship, pain, restriction. Okay? Saturn does like control. He does. He wants you to work harder than you should have to work because he thinks that's tradition. He's the old grandpa that says, you got it easy. I went to school, had to walk through the snow 10 miles a day, uphill, and back. Saturn's like, you got it easy. Saturn thinks that what you're dealing with is not that hard. Saturn is a slap in the face. Saturn's not a joke. He's hard. He's harsh. He's difficult. Saturn is the warden at the prison saying, you did what you did, you're going to serve your time. You fucked up, I'm going to make you serve your time. You did so-and-so back in the last lifetime, you got karma. You're going to pay that shit. Okay? You did something dirty back then, you're going to pay for that shit. You're going to be here a while until I think that I'm done with you. That's Saturn. He wants you to have that, right? He wants you to take responsibility and deal with your shit. He's not trying to cut you any slack. Doesn't matter how good you were in this life. That's not my problem. I'm still going to make you pay for what you did last time. Sorry. It's ugly, but it is what it is. Sorry. That's Saturn. It is what it is. Because Saturn is reality. It is what it is. The world sucks. It is what it is. There's evil pedophiles in this world. Yep, it is what it is. You shouldn't let your kid on the fucking remote. It's not my problem. That's your problem. You know, Saturn's not trying to cut any slack. Saturn's like, you ordered this? Eat it. I made this for dinner? Eat that shit. There's nothing else for you to eat. That's it. And everyone's like, but I didn't know what I was ordering. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know. I don't care. That's not my problem. You did what you did. Jupiter's like, hey, you know, what's your problem, man? Why you gotta be so harsh? He's just a kid. Why you gotta be so difficult? Why are you so mean? Why are you such a grouch? Maybe you need to get some sleep. You know what? I think you need to come over here and meditate. Come meditate with me. Come over here. You're gonna feel better. You know? And Saturn's like, nah. I'm too busy working. Stop telling me to leave my desk to go meditate. And Jupiter's like, get off your fucking desk and come meditate over here. Saturn's like, I told you, I'm busy working here. And Jupiter's like, get off the fucking desk and come meditate. You need to woo-saw, man. Woo-saw. And then, you know, he's going to listen to Jupiter. They are friends in some essence. They're of the same breed. You know what I mean? So if Saturn's going to listen to anybody, it's going to be Jupiter. It's going to be another boss. And they're like rubbing his back, you know, come here, Saturn. Come here, man. You've been working too hard. You're stressed. You're overworked. Come over here. Come on. I know what you do. I do the same thing. Come over here. Try this. Try this. Look at this. Look at this awesome pasta I made you. Look at how good this is. Man, that's good. Take a break. Get over here and eat dinner. Relax. Why are you just... You need to ease up. You need to rest. You need to eat. You need to relax. You need to go out. You need to do something fun here. And Saturn's going to be like, you know what? You're right. You know what? I could use a break. I could eat some pasta. I could definitely sit down. You know, what is that? What is that anyways? Is that lasagna? Shit. Did your mom make it? Fuck. Okay, I'm leaving my desk. I'm leaving it. Work later. I'm going to go enjoy myself over here and have some freaking lasagna for once, you know, out of all week. You know, and Jupiter's like, see, I told you, just relax. You're working too hard. Listen, and now that Saturn's going to chill and have some good lasagna, Jupiter's like, hey, you know, can we talk? You know, you're rested, you're eating good. Listen, I need you to not do this stuff no more, okay? I need you to do this, but not this. I need you to do that, but not this, okay? I need you to do that for me. I need you to do me a favor, all right? And Saturn's like, okay, I'll do you a favor. You did me a favor. You did me a favor. I'm going to do you a favor, all right? Because Jupiter is a smooth talker. Jupiter is wise. Jupiter is loving. Jupiter is merciful. Jupiter's attractive. Jupiter's abundant. Jupiter's delicious, okay? Everybody wants Jupiter, all right? If anyone's going to listen to Jupiter, it's going to be Saturn right now because he understands. Jupiter and Saturn are brothers, all right? They don't always get along, but they're brothers. And if anyone can talk to them, it's a brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's Jupiter saying, look, I know we don't get along. We see each other on Christmas maybe because of Ma. But I'm going to come over here, come into your house. You got to listen to me. You're causing a lot of problems, you know. So thank God for Jupiter. He's coming in on your behalf. He's coming in with enlightenment, with wisdom, and with truth. If anybody wants to debate politics with me, fine. If anybody wants to date astrological planets with me, you're going to lose. Because the planets are the planets. There's no debating it. I don't care if you go to tropical astrology. I don't care if you go to Vedic. I don't care if you go to Joni Petrie or you go to KRS channel. I don't care if you go to Simon Tchaikovsky or Stormy Grace. I don't care who you go to. The planets don't lie. It's universal. It's universal. And the planets, as above, so below, represent what's going on in this world. You cannot deny that. This isn't just human opinion. This is universal knowledge. As above, so below. There is a war going on with the planets. There is a power-hungry war. There's a controlling war going on. And it is light versus dark. It is good versus evil. It is what it is. You know, you can get your panties so in a bunch that it rides your ass. And you can be so annoyed because you're stubborn as hell. But that's the truth. And some people don't like to hear the truth. You don't like it. You just don't like it. And that's okay. I'm not saying you don't have to like it, but it's the truth. Okay? And I'm not one to lie. But Jupiter double placed in my chart, I'm not one to lie. Okay? Don't play me, play lotto. Don't come over here and tell me I'm wrong, something else, this and that. I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong because I know who I am. I know what these planets represent. I know the astrological timing. I know what it is. I know what time it is. I know what it's showing. I know what the chart shows. I know what's going on. Don't tell me I'm wrong on that. Like I said, it's all planets. It's all planets. And the truth is coming out. Now, I'm not saying it's going to change what's on there, but I'm saying that with Saturn and Jupiter together, it could be an earth-shattering reality check. Now, whether Trump gets elected because it was fair or not, I don't know. Whether or not this gets overturned, I don't know. But I'm saying justice, which is Jupiter, is coming down to fix this shit. And all that fraud, all that dirty dealing is going to be dealt with. And I don't know what that's going to bring. I don't know what that's going to bring. But I do know you're going to get shocked. I do know whatever comes out is going to rock the world. I do know that the fraud and cheating will come to light. Somehow, some way, it will come to light. Jupiter's going to make sure of it. It's going to come. I do know that the people that are so against me with what I've said right now are going to be eating their foot and their words because they're going to have to swallow the truth, and they don't want to swallow the truth, but they're going to have to swallow the truth because it's going to be so obvious. It's going to be so out there that they just can't even deny it. There's no denying physical evidence. There's no denying it. There's none. 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 And yeah, like that movie, A Few Good Men, you can't handle the truth. Some people can't handle the truth. It sucks. It tastes like shit. I know. Okay? And it is what it is. So, let's just get into this reading. We have air, we have fire. Those are masculine energies. And now we're going to get water and earth. Whew. Let's see, water and earth. Oh, that's too much. It's too much. Okay? What is Saturn and Jupiter going to bring water and earth? I know a lot of people are hating me right now. Probably some of my moderators. I know Marcus probably hates me right now. He is so Democrat lover. He's so Hillary lover, Obama lover, Biden lover. Anytime I speak against that, he freaks out. I'm sorry, Marcus. He's probably gone. I love Marcus, but we definitely disagree in politics. But he's a great guy. He's a wonderful person. He's a very passionate, poetic spirit. And even though we disagree, I still love him. I still do. So, you know, when you guys speak the truth, when you're a Sagittarius like me or you have Pisces, you might lose friends. You might piss off the people you love. And I do it every day. But you have to speak the truth as you see it. You have to speak the truth as you see it. And as I see it, that is the truth, okay? As I see it, prove me wrong. That's all I ever say, prove me wrong. And whenever people want to prove me wrong, they just hit me back with like the New York Post or the Washington Post or CNN or, you know, some of the shit that I'm already talking shit about. I'm like, don't prove me wrong with the shit I'm talking shit about. Prove me wrong some other way. Stop bringing me the shit that I've already put down, that I've already told you is fake. Quit bringing me that shit. Bring me something else. Bring me video. Bring me evidence. Bring me testimony. Bring me that shit. And for every testimony that anyone can bring me, I have about 50 more testimonies against it. So bring me more than 50. Don't just bring me 1 or 2 testimonies of liars. Bring me multiple, multiple, multiple. The same way I bring you, you bring me. It's got to be 50-50. It's not going to be I bring you 90 and you go 10. You got to go 90. Come on, you got to give me what I give you. Don't prove me wrong with any other bullshit. Because the truth is, when people really start researching and going in on this kind of knowledge, they do learn the truth. They learn just like me. They learn. That's the truth. It's just the truth. So they learn. Okay, let's do Earth. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, Alex Jones has the documents, that's for sure. I love Alex Jones. Love him. So we have number 6, Harmony, which is the Lover's card. So the overall underall energy of Jupiter and Saturn is harmony. And I like this. Like I said, they're 2 mob bosses. They're brothers. Jupiter and Saturn, they're going to find some harmony. Honestly, this is good news. This is peace. Okay? You know what makes peace? The truth. Somehow, when the truth comes out, it just makes sense. It just makes peace. I think that Jupiter and Saturn are going to compromise. I think that the truth is going to come out and make some peace. I think people are going to be comforted and happy that they can work together. So I see that Jupiter and Saturn are going to bring some harmony and some love and some acceptance and some union and some good balanced energy over the planet, okay? This is good news, all right? This is a happy, happy card to get, especially when we have 2 planets kissing. This is a very good energy to get. We're going to start with Air. Air, you have the Sacrifice card in reverse, and this is the Hanged Man. Oh, we have a good message here. Sorry, Markers, I am a veteran and a prior law enforcement. I know a lot of truth, but I wish I have what Steph got, the mouth. Thank you, Joy Mong. I love you. That's why the planets blessed me with Jupiter. But that's also why they blessed me with Gemini. It is. Thank you so much. Now, for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is a refusing to see the truth, to be honest, especially if you have majority air, triple air, or if you have a strong air like a moon. Oh gosh, a moon air sign would be difficult for sure. Someone that thinks and feels logically is going to have a hard time accepting Jupiter's knowledge, okay? So if you are thinking like a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, or you're feeling like a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, it may be very hard to hear, to take, to digest what is happening all around you. You represent a sacrifice, a willing sacrifice. This is being forced, okay? So what's going on with the air signs is there's an enforcement. You must, you have to, you will. This is the enforcement. So air signs are going to be dealt with in a way that's not very gentle. This transit is going to try to enlighten them, and there's going to be resistance. All right, they're not really wanting to suck this in completely. They're going to be, how should I say, a skeptic. I think that's the best word. I don't want to say they're going to be refusing, but I'm going to say they're going to be skeptical. And that's normal because most logical air signs are logical and they're going to have skepticism. Right now, what's going on with this world, it's passion, it's fire, it's opinions, it's feelings, it's intuition, it's deep inner knowing, it's divine feminine energy, it's Shakti. And air energy is masculine. That's the Shiva. They don't give a shit about your feelings. Okay, air signs don't give a shit about how you feel. They don't care about your inner knowing or your intuition. Fuck that. They want physical evidence. And so all they've seen right now is just feelings. And that's not good enough for them. So the air signs are like, I want evidence. I want raw, real evidence about my husband, my wife, the government, the world, my job, careers, whatever. I want to see something physical. I know you think something great's going to happen. I know you think there's going to be some great massive change, but I don't see it. You know, I don't see it. And the air sign's just in a very stubborn kind of energy. So this is going to definitely try to awaken the air signs. Jupiter and Saturn want to show you the truth, but there's a refusal. What does this mean in relationships? If you are an air sign moon, it means if you're in love with someone or you're in a relationship, you may have a hard time accepting the truth. Okay? Moon signs only is what I'm talking about. With moon signs only, you're going to have a hard time believing something about your spouse. You're going to have a hard time looking at the reality of your relationship. So this transit is going to give you that hard pill to swallow, that earth-shattering reality that you don't want to see. So a lot of these air sign moons are going to be facing the truth about themselves or their relationships. Now, there could be a lot of air signs that are learning they have some kind of a mental disorder possibly with this transit. Could be bipolarism, could be narcissism. It could be OCD. It could be PTSD. You know, it could be a lot of these harsh things to accept. So a lot of air signs are just like, you know, I don't want to see this truth about myself. Or they don't want to see the truth about somebody else. I'll get to an air sign in a sun in a minute. But yeah, so the moon sign air signs are really going to have a hard time accepting what knowledge is coming their way, and they don't really know how to feel about it. They don't want to give it up. They don't want to sacrifice this. Again, skeptic, cynical, they're just critical, very critical. They're going to be hypercritical about the changes that are going to be happening in family and in love and in government. So they're going to have a hard time dealing with any of that. When it comes to a sun air sign, if this is a sun air sign, I'm going to have to do a masculine and a feminine on that. Show me the masculine sun air. Show me the masculine sun air. Okay. All right. So the masculine sun air is going to be happy. We have here the 8 of Wands, which represents positive momentum, positive sun air movement forward. Okay. So your desires are coming quickly towards you. What you want as a sun air sign is it feels good. It feels like you're moving quickly. There is going to be a death though. And I don't know what's up with that. There's going to be a death. For some air sign males, this might bring the death of a male family member. And I hate to say that, but there could be the death of a male family member. Maybe an older family member. And most likely to an unnatural cause, it kind of feels like. With sacrifice in reverse, it's not natural. It's a resistance of letting someone go. So there could be some karma attached in that energy, and that is scary, and that is something it's going to be hard for someone to see the good in that. Okay, for someone to see the good in that, they're going to be angry. Okay, they're going to be very maybe cursing God, cursing the world, cursing doctors, cursing whatever. There's going to be anger there, you know, and so that's a masculine energy. Also, aside from the actual physical death, there could be a transformation. So for a sun air sign, the transformation could be old thoughts, old values, old traditions, old beliefs are being shattered. This is when you find out you've been a Catholic all your life, and now you find out some truth about Catholicism, and you don't want to accept it because it's tradition. Your family grew up like that, and now you learn the truth about it, and you don't want to let it go. And that's going to be kind of what's going on there. Or it could be Christianity. It could be Buddhism. It could be, you know, whatever religion you want to put the title on it, okay? You know, whatever. You name it. I can't think of all of them right now. But it's like an earth-shattering reality check that your belief system, the things that you are sacrificing for, the things that your family believed in, is not aligned with the truth. And there's going to be a transformation on your beliefs, okay? That could really affect a masculine air sign very much in that way. It could also just be like political beliefs, things that you held dear. You're being forced to see the truth. You don't want to see it, but it's there. And there's going to have to be a death and a transformation quickly about what you want, and you're refusing to allow it in. This is someone that wants to plug their ears and refuse to hear the truth. Okay? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. La 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 la. I don't want to hear it. You know, somebody that just refuses to hear any information. It's coming towards you forced. It's going to be forced. By force, major arcana, the universe is going to force this information, knowledge, message, communication, movement, and action towards you. Also, what is going to be happening for a masculine air sign is a possible move, moving out of a state. Somebody may feel that they don't want to move, but they need to move. Maybe they don't like the state they live in anymore. I don't know, but they may be forced to move. They may be forced to move out. Maybe there's a foreclosure. Maybe they can't afford it. Maybe there's a loss of job opportunity. Maybe there's a job opportunity somewhere else, but there's the ending of a situation and a possible move elsewhere, okay? And there could be travel because of a funeral also. Travel because of a funeral, having to deal with that somewhere else. Mostly I'm just hearing for the male sun air sign. The truth is just hard to take. It's very hard to take. It's a tough pill to swallow. You're set and stubborn in your own beliefs, and you refuse to take it. It's very difficult. Okay. All right. So let's look at the feminine energy of a feminine air sign. Feminine air sign. And I follow Vedic, so if this could be mostly Vedic, okay? I do follow that, and I pick up on that energy mostly, so just in case that gives you any more information. Let's go ahead and follow now the feminine air sign sun. Feminine sun air sign. Feminine sun air sign. How is this transit going to affect the feminine sun? Feminine sun. It's so weird. I talk about the feminine sun, and I get the masculine. I get the emperor. A feminine sun air sign is going to feel empowered. A feminine sun air sign is liberated, rising up from restriction, rising up from bondage, rising up from being controlled. The feminine air signs are rising with their voice, rising with their power. They're ready to fight. For the children here, we have the 5 of Wands. A lot of feminine air signs in this transit are fighting masculine energy. And they're putting their feminine beliefs into the system. And they're saying whether you like it or not, you're going to do this. You know, feminines feel empowered right now. And especially the air signs, they're communicative, they're strategists. They're linguists, they're knowledgeable, they're wise, they're very gifted in those departments, and maybe they haven't been seen there. If this is a job, you're going to get a raise, or you're going to get promoted to some leadership role. Management, supervisor, CEO, president, whatever. This air sign women are being promoted to places of power. And keep in mind, I follow Vedic, okay? But this is a promotion to power. I mean, it could be tropical. I'm open to that, but, you know. Anyways, there could also be, I feel setting straight of a husband or father. It's, I'm going to set you straight. You've been doing ABC, whatever, to this family. No, no more. Sorry. I have a say. A lot of women are going to come up against controlling or abusive husbands that maybe tied them up, locked them up, bonded them down. And just in a philosophical approach too. If women or the feminine energy in this society has felt less than, inferior, insecure or silenced, the sun air sign people of all feminine energies are going to stand up as the emperor against that system and say, you're going to hear me out. You're going to listen to what I have to say. I'm not going to be silent anymore. I'm going to buck what you're doing, what you're saying, and I'm going to address it. So you're willing to open your mouth. You're willing to take action. Also for the feminine air sign energies, you're stabilizing your life, your finances, your career, and your family. A lot of sun air sign feminines are getting control over their lives again. It's been a havoc. A lot of feminine air signs are also getting control of their children. If your children have been out of whack, if they've been disrespectful, if they've been menacing, if they've been messing up their schedules, if they've been a wreck, you know, if your kids have just been amok, feminine people are going to stand up in the air sun energy and say, hey, I got a new set of boundaries, a new set of rules. You're going to have to listen to these. And you're doing it with love. You're not being a controlling, meanie. You're doing it for their best and highest good. Okay, so I see you just standing up and being strong. So I like that so far for the air signs. Does that sound good? Did I hit that enough for you? I'm going to get a map oracle here for the air signs. Where are you headed with this transit? Where are the air signs headed? Ooh, the mountain. Go tell it on the mountain. Go tell it on the sea. I don't know. The mountain to me represents Capricorn. This is a number 6. I love it. 6, 6. That's just so awesome. It's about balance and harmony. And look at that. 66 minutes and 16 seconds when I saw that. A lot of 6s. So for the air signs, you're balancing things out. You're meeting harmony. You're overcoming those mountains and those hurdles. Which I really like that. So you guys are the overcomers. Isn't there a song like that for the overcomers? I don't know. Probably is. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacle, air sign. This is the time to adapt and the time to adopt new systems. Upright. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain. And believe it or not, this is number 16 page. That separates you from success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away is the answer. But why take such treacherous, tedious approaches? Be like the rivers and flow around the mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is a time to adopt your circumstances with new measures. If you decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. I love it. So you're overcoming. You're overcomers. And I can tell you, just from the channeling, if you have been dealing with a financial struggle, you're going to overcome it. If you've been dealing with a physical battle of your body, you're going to overcome it. If you've been dealing with stress and turmoil and meaningful relationships that have been nothing short of misery, you're going to overcome this. If you have been in a period of depression and sadness because of COVID and the governments and the stress, you're going to overcome it. Whatever you're dealing with, you're going to face it like a champ. The emperor rules every kingdom. He overcomes all. The 8 of Wands gets through even the toughest of barriers. It's fast, it's efficient. This may feel, whatever you're going through, this Hanged Man in reverse, this obstacle that's frustrating you to no end, may feel like it's absolute misery. You're going to overcome it. The simple fact that the Hanged Man, which represents a pause, a stopping, is in reverse, it means that there will be no more stopping this. It's a breakthrough. It may be difficult. It may be the hard way. There may be some tough pills to swallow along the way, but you're finally getting past that breakthrough point where it was blocking you from any movement. You're finally getting past being hung upside down and stuck. Now you're able to get off of that stuck place and just start moving forward and conquering. And that's really what's going to be happening for the air sign suns. You're going to start conquering. Okay, guys? So awesome. And, you know, for the moon signs, it's like I said, it's in essence the same thing as the sun, but you're going to have a mental and emotional kind of wake-up call. You are going to be overcoming things emotionally. So if you've been having a very hard time, let's just say having blocked emotions, kind of clogged up emotions, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you're going to get through that. You're going to have an unblocking of those emotions. You might have an emotional, nervous kind of breakdown, a good cry, a good cry, but you're going to get back on your feet stronger, wiser, and able to move forward in the best happy momentum you can go into. And remember, Jupiter wants to bless you for your hardship. He wants to give you a break. He wants to cut you some slack. He wants to give you some love. He wants to give you that abundance. Okay, so money's coming in, love is going to be coming in, commitments that are worthwhile are coming in, wisdom is coming in, so that looks very positive for you. Good job, air sign. Okay, so now we're going to move in 70 minutes. Okay, I got to remember that. That's for the ending of the air sign. We're going to get into the fire now, 70 minutes. Fire sign energies, what is Saturn and Jupiter going to bring you? We have the waiting game. And this is the Two of Pentacles. No. This is the Two of Wands. My bad. Two of Wands. These are decisions. You're waiting for an outcome. These are going to be fire sign moons, risings, okay? Sun signs. If you are a fire sign moon, then you made a decision a while ago, and you don't know what's going to happen from it. But whatever's going to happen from that decision you made, you know it's righteous. You know that whatever you get back in return is what you asked for. In other words, I think you're taking full responsibility, because whatever little cage you rattled, whatever decision you made to start a ball rolling down the hill, whatever comes from that decision, you know you deserve. So for a lot of moon sign fires, I think you're just waiting to see the results. It hasn't really hit you yet. Okay, this is like you filed paperwork, but you didn't get a response. You made a decision to move, but you haven't physically done it yet. You told your person that, you know, they cheated on you and you caught them, or you cheated on them. And you don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to stay? Or are they going to go? You don't know. This is, the information's out there. Decision made, now what? Just waiting to get a response. I think Saturn and Jupiter are going to, you know, balance out your life. I think it's going to be good for you. Let's go ahead and see for the sun sign fires, what's going to be happening for the feminines. Sun fire signs, what's going to be happening with the Sun and Jupiter transits. Sun fires. Ten of Pentacles. This is wonderful, sun fires. You guys are going to be getting financial results in a very good, healthy, happy way. Abundance is coming. If you've chosen to invest into something, you're going to get back tenfold. If you've chosen to be honest with someone, you're going to get back tenfold. Good news. You know, whatever you've chosen to do, it's just coming back very physical, very real. It's going to hit you at home. If you've chosen to do some bad things, you know, it might hit you at home just as hard. All right. Just know that whatever decision you made affects the family. Okay. So whatever decisions you've made, it's coming back for your mom, your dad, your children, your lover, and you. It's coming back. Bottom of the deck there is the Page of Cups. This may have a lot to do with children. It's an emotional message. It's an emotional movement. I like it because it's emotional communication. It's going to affect your heart in some way. So there's a lot of emotions tied to whatever this decision is. Personally, I think it's about children. I think there's a lot of sun fire signs that this involves your kids, if you have any. And you're very worried how it's going to affect them at home. This is like for the feminines, because I'm doing feminine, right? I chose to marry someone. They're moving in. I don't know when, but I'm going to tell the kids they're moving in. He's moving in, and, you know, this is going to change our lives. This is going to change everybody's life. Or you got proposed to, right? An emotional proposal. And now it's going to change your family. It's going to change your life. This could also be, I made a decision to apply for a job in Georgia or in California or whatever, and now I've got to move, and this is going to affect all of our lives. Even if you don't have children, it's going to affect your mom, your dad, and everybody. And, you know, they're looking at you like, this is good for you. It's good news for you. I'm glad you're doing it. I hope it brings you all your dreams. I hope it can fulfill you in some way. But whatever this decision is, it's changing the lives of your family. To get more into that, I feel there is a move, strongly. And I feel it's because it's more financially better. Does that make sense? So for the Sun, Fire, Feminines, it's just financially better, whatever this move is. It's just better for you and your family, and you're just waiting for that to happen. You've been putting it off, postponing it, but it's here. It's coming up. When this transit moves forward, you're going to start seeing actual actions being taken to promote that move in career or home, okay? Let's go ahead and see a masculine fire sign. Masculine fire sign, how does this Jupiter and Sun affect you? Sun sign fire. We have a King of Swords. We have the Chariot also here at the bottom. How is this going to affect a Sun sign fire? Tough decision. You're also making a hard decision. Jesus, it's all about choices. The fire signs have so many choices. This decision you're making is not going to be easy for everyone to take. Okay, so for a Sun fire sign, this is what my decision is. You can either choose to like it and go along with me and support this journey, or you can fight it and you're still going. You know, this is like deciding to move and your whole family's against you, and they're like, no, don't move. Like, well, we are, and you can either be happy about it or miserable, but it's happening. You know, and if it's not about kids for this Sun sign, fire sign, it's just about you being in charge of your life, being direct, assertive, honest. You're being a brick wall. Okay, so for a lot of Sun fire masculines, you are a brick wall. My word is my bond. I mean what I say. There's no changing my mind. There is a stubbornness here. So for the Sun fires, you must be very stubborn, and your surrounding friends and family are just like, God, there's no way to change this person's mind. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. We're just going to wait till they say. This could be the firing of someone. You may feel you have to fire someone. Okay, oh, someone has a message here. Vedic, I'm a Leo, but I'm considering to terminate my rights as mom because I'm getting harassed messages by their dad already, and the court papers are not even finalized in custody. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and Jennifer, are you a feminine or a masculine? Yeah, that is so right on with your situation. These are very heavy decisions, very heavy choices, and they do affect the family. We all have families. Even people that live all alone on the mountain, you all have a family. And believe it or not, what you do in your life affects the people that love you. And don't tell me you don't have people around you that love you, even if they're friends that are like family. The King of Swords here for the masculine fire is making that tough decision, having to stick to it. I don't want to live like this anymore, and I don't want my kids, and I want my kids to be happy. You have to trust your instincts, Jennifer. If you have to face this hard man that you're dealing with, and you have to get stronger, then you're going to have to meditate and ground and empower yourself. You're going to have to find ways, whether that's a boxing class and it's something physical, working out, meditation, affirmation, just confidence training, confidence building. You might have to do that. But if you feel that it is in everyone's best interest and your instincts are telling you to do it, then by all means do what you feel is the best thing to do for you and your family. But do not relent. Do not back down from someone just because they're difficult. Okay, Saturn and Jupiter, they're not relenting. They're not backing down. The kids live with him for 2.5 years and I haven't seen my kids this whole time. Oh, that's so hard. Well, never give up on your kids. They would never want you to. Saturn is the hardship that you're facing. Jupiter is the faith and the hope that needs restoration. Sometimes Saturn, Jennifer, in your particular life represents your ex. And he is a heavy iron fist. And he is such a conflict with you, such a hardship, such a restriction and an obstacle, such a boss. And Jupiter's coming in to give you new strength, some hope, some faith, some mercy, some blessings, a break. So don't give up just yet. My advice is now that Jupiter just moved in, I would see what Jupiter can do for you, because whatever hasn't been able to be changed may be able to be changed with the blessings of Jupiter. Remember, this is going to be an earth-shattering reality. So whatever may happen in your situation and in anyone's situation may completely shatter the reality that you've been living. And that's what's going to be happening to the world, and that's what's going to be happening to people. Earth-shattering realities, okay? So know that with Jupiter and Saturn, it's getting dealt with. Whatever the hardships, obstacles, mountains, and iron fists we've been having in our face, it's getting dealt with. Jupiter is there to handle some of this, okay? There's going to be some relief. There is going to be some relief. That is the good news you can take from this transit, is relief is coming. So the King of Swords is, for a masculine fire, the hard decision that must be made to ensure the best for all. The Chariot represents positive movement forward. It also represents a move. It represents spiritual balance. It represents the mastering of self and being able to finally get out of stagnation. It represents feeling wonderful, feeling at one with God, feeling at one with Source, being completely in tune with your spiritual side. So for the Sun fire signs, I feel that you're much more at peace with having control right now, much more at peace with your mind and your actions. This decision is going to make you feel lighter. It's going to make you feel more free. So that's kind of what I see for the male or masculine fire energy. Let's go ahead and see your direction with the map oracles. Oh, you're welcome, Jennifer. You're welcome. Don't give up. My advice. Don't let them defeat you. Okay, so for the fire signs, remember the moon, fire signs, it's a lot of your thoughts and emotions, right? Your decisions are going to affect people around you, and you feel and you think, I've got to take action for the family. I've got to make a good decision for everybody. So a lot of these all of these fire moon signs, you feel and you know in your inner knowing and your intuition and your spirit, you know in your mind that something must be done for the family. And I trust you. I think this is honest. I think this is forthright with the King of Swords. I think whatever needs to be done, as hard as it may be, it's for the better. Okay? So let's get an oracle for you fire signs. Give me an oracle about Saturn and Jupiter. Ooh, I love it. Heal. We have encouragement. And I definitely am encouraging the fire signs. But this is time to heal the ouch. Heal the ouch. I'm not going to read this one because it's pretty obvious. But what this is, if you've been wounded, if you've been hurt, it's time to get better. For a lot of you guys, you've been suffering with a physical ailment. It could be a disease. It could be overweight, underweight, could be addictions and all kinds of unhealthy things. Could be cancers, whatever. It's time to be encouraged. You are going to heal. You are going to mend, okay? Your body is being restored and repaired. Whatever's been happening to you with Saturn, hurting your feet, hurting your knees, hurting your back, hurting your body, you're overcoming that. Jupiter is coming to heal the ouch. Jupiter is the healer of the ages. So expect a full healing and a body recovery during this time. For other messages in relationships, if your relationships have been damaged, this is a time of recovery and mending bridges. You guys are going to overcome your hardships and grudges and unforgiveness and sufferings and pain. For the sun signs during this transit, I see a restoration and a reconciliation of bonds. If the bonds were broken, this is the mending of the bonds. Bonds are going to be restored. Families are going to come back together strong. This is a time of reunion and reconciliation. This is a time of feeling better. This is a time of looking up. This is a time of hope. This is a time of truth. And this is a time of peace. And I think you need it. I think you've been waiting for this moment. And that's what's going to be happening during this transit. Okay? All right. So let's move on now to the water signs. Stand your ground. Okay, water signs. Stand your ground. 7 of Wands. This is you guys having to stick up, speak up for yourself. Do not silence me. Don't put me in a corner. Don't back me up, into the corner and say I'm powerless. Don't shut me up. This is the time for the water signs to stand up and stand out. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're going to feel very defensive. You're going to be defending yourself. People are going to be coming against you. Okay? Could be your family, could be friends, could be coworkers, could be the government, could be all kinds of things. But for the sun water signs, as you feel everything is against you, stand your ground. I think that you're in the right. And I think it doesn't matter all the opposition and all the frustration and all the difficulty. You have to stand up for yourself, because if you don't, who will? None of them will. And so hold your head up high, put your hands high in the sky and say no more. When it comes to the emotions, the moon signs, the emotions and the mental, for water signs, you're having to come out of depression. You're having to come out of a mental funk, a habit, a lifestyle, a negative form of thinking, people's judgments on you. It's made you feel and think a certain type of way. You feel battered and you feel beaten, okay? You think that way and you feel that way. And you're standing up for yourself and you're overcoming those hardships. So I see you winning, not losing. So keep standing up for yourself. You're doing a good job. You're on the right. If you need to hear yes, if you need to hear you're right, I think for the water sign, moon signs, I want to say you're right. You're right. If you feel the world is against you and you're losing the battle, you're wrong. You're winning the battle. I know there's a lot of opposition against you. I know that there's a lot of difficulty climbing down your throat, riding your back, busting down your doors is kind of how it feels. Keep up the good work, because your opinion matters. Regardless of what they say, your opinion matters. Your voice deserves to be heard. You have a platform in which you can stand and speak. So use your gifts. You have a very strong intuition. Okay, very, very strong. And you will not be defeated. You will not be defeated. So keep up the good work, moon, water signs. You're in the right. You just probably need someone to say, I'm agreeing with you. You need someone to say, I'm with you. You feel like you're all alone, and it's you up against the world. You're not alone, okay? You're not. So calm down, all right? Breathe. I think that's the word for moon signs, waters. Just breathe. Just breathe, guys. All right, let's get a feminine sun water sign. Feminine sun water sign. Wow, more wands. More wands. You have the 3 of Wands, and this is waiting for your ships to come in. For the feminine sun water signs, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You guys are looking across the horizon, expecting those ships to come in. You know there's going to be help. I think you're waiting for help to arrive. We have Judgment. Archangel Gabriel has blown his horn and caused an awakening. You're waiting for your troops. There is sun water sign feminines. You called the troops in and you're waiting for them. You're saying, I'm tired of fighting this battle alone. Join me. Join my cause. Where are my people? And I think that's what's going on. And I think that is the feminine mama bear energy that I've been feeling these last couple weeks. And with Sun and Saturn, Jupiter and Saturn coming together, Jupiter supports you. Jupiter is your troop. Okay? So Jupiter is your troops coming in to help. You've been fighting Saturn by yourself. Your psychic abilities have proven you right. Your intuition has proven you right. Your inner knowings. You may not have all the facts to display, but you feel it and you know it. And you need help because you've been defeating everything by yourself. And it's been a hard battle. It's been a very hard battle. This could be for the single moms. It's a feminine energy. You feel like you've been doing this by yourself. And it's hard, right? COVID, financial struggles, raising children at this time, day, and age with what's going on with the madness in schools. The mama bear is rising. And that is the feminine Cancerian energy, right? But also Scorpio and Pisces. You feminine water signs are the epitome of the divine feminine. You are the epitome of the Shakti energy. And I would say tropical or Vedic. You are the mama bear. Male or female, you are the mama bear. And you are standing up for others that do not have a voice. You're standing up for the children that can't fight for themselves. You're standing up for the people that are too scared to fight and speak up for themselves. And at this point, you're tired and you're like, I need some support. Well, support is here. And so we have Pisces, Judgment, Jupiter energy. The troops have been called. Gabriel has sounded his trumpet. Expect them to come in. There is going to be a reckoning and there is going to be a judgment on what's been going on this earth. What is done in the dark will come to the light. What was dead will now rise. The sleeping giant has been awoken. The sleeping giant is the divine feminine water signs. That is the sleeping giant. Everyone runs when you have earthquakes and fires and tornadoes. But they have somewhere to go. When there is earth-shattering events like that, you can drive somewhere, you can go to a safe place. You can get away from those situations. Water? You're not getting away. There's nowhere you can hide, especially if it's a tsunami, right? There's no safe space. It comes as a group. It comes as a wave. And I feel like there's Jupiter. There's freaking Jupiter, right? There's a wave coming of angry mama bears. There's a wave coming of strong divine feminine water sign sons. They are saying we're coming with a vengeance. We're coming hard and we're coming fast. You just wait for us. We're on the rise. We're on the rise and we're coming for you. We're going to change this world. We're going to change the way you see things. We've made our judgments and we're not going to hide in the distance anymore. That tsunami is coming in. So I feel that this is the rise for you, the come up, the glow up. If this is physical, if you've been dealing with some kind of like a physical hardship or, whatever your life's been having, this is the glow up. Whoever they knew 5 years ago, 10 years ago, hell, last year, you look way better. You are feeling better. You're feeling better about yourself. Like this is the comeback. You're like, you know what? Knocked down, but not defeated. I rise again. Okay. I'm not doing the risings right now because I think that's not as relevant as the emotions and the soul journey. Rising is more of a viewpoint. the way you're going to see this Sun-Jupiter transit, okay? And I don't really want to talk about how you're going to see it. I more want to talk about how it affects you, okay? So I'm not going to do the risings right now. But could this affect a rising the same way? It very much could. It very much still could affect you the same way. It doesn't have to be the sun, you know? I'm just trying to focus the energy more, but it's a one energy, and energy's fluid. So I can't really focus it that well, can I? But I can try. So anyways, I just feel like this is good for you. You're standing up for others. You're rallying. So there's going to be a lot of rallying for sun water signs, bringing people together, collaborations, group work. This is going to be a movement. I feel for the feminines, it's a big movement, okay? And you're waiting for those troops. They're coming in. The answer is yes. Stand your ground because they are coming in. Let's go ahead and see the masculine water sign sun energy. How is this Jupiter, Saturn going to affect the masculine water signs? Masculine water signs. Okay, so I have good news. I have the Chariot on the bottom. Financial disparity. For the masculine water signs, there's going to be some financial hardship. Maybe because it costs money to rally. Maybe because it costs money to get involved in things. Maybe because it's just costing you a lot of money. You feel like it's kind of unfair. I think there's a lot of spending. The masculine water signs, I think that you think you need to buy more than you need to. So watch that. It's also the energy of not giving fairly. Now, this could be you not giving fairly to others, or this could be others not giving fairly to you. But I think you're going to move away from that. I think this is a wake-up call. Personally, I think that you guys are going to stand up against someone who's been unfair to you, and I think it's been an earth sign. So for these sun waters, masculines, there's been an earth sign that's been a dick. They've been taking from you, taking and taking. You give more to them than they give to you. Okay? They've been taking advantage of you and maybe using you financially. Could be a business partnership, could be family, could be a romantic relationship, it could be children, it could be whatever. It could be society. You might have been giving yourself to like volunteer work. You didn't get anything out of it. You didn't even get to see happy faces. People were unappreciative. They weren't even happy you were giving. It's like people were complaining about your free time, you know? And you're like, how dare you complain about my free time on my platform? For the masculine water signs, this could be, this is my channel. Fuck you. You know, this is my voice, my feelings, my rights, my opinions. How dare you come at me in a wrong way and try to destroy what I have? You know, what right do you have? You may have been kind of attacked unfairly by someone. You might be feeling attacked unfairly by a legal system, or attacked unfairly by banks or collectors, okay? It's like you have to pay for someone else's debt, or you're responsible for somebody else's, you know, business, and it's not your problem. And you're just like, God, I've been helping this, I've been helping this person, I've been carrying it, I've been doing everything. It's not even my problem. Why am I dealing with it? This is the sun water sign saying, I'm going to move the fuck on. I'm not going to give that energy to someone anymore. Okay, I'm not going to move. I'm done serving you. I'm not your slave. You forget who I am. I'm resilient. I'm royal. I'm righteous. I'm good. I'm loving, kind. I'm intuitive. I'm a giver. And if you can't appreciate the good vibe that I bring, then I'm out. And so I see this, you know, sun masculine energy just moving on. Okay. And so you're no longer giving to, you know, it could be a Virgo, could be a Libra, but this is a Virgo card. You know, it could be a Virgo entity energy. You know, it's just about money. It's about commitments, deals, contracts, a lot of financial dealings. The sharing of an environment could be the sharing of where you live. It could just be helping and supporting someone and they don't appreciate you, you know? So whatever this is, masculine water signs, move on. Move the F on with the Chariot. You guys are just, you're victorious because, by the way, this is a win. This is a win and this is a victory. Yeah, not all Virgos are like that. And guys, whenever I talk about a sign, I could never possibly say that 100% of the bulk is this. It's impossible. Everyone's different. There's too many combinations. Everyone has a moon, a rising, a Jupiter, a Mars, a Venus, a freaking sun. They all have all this shit going on. They have different planets at different degrees. So, you know, no one in the world could say that all of this sign is all of this way. And this reading can't be for all of everyone. It is just who I pick up on. It is just going to represent someone in that collective. And there's not a single human with blood and DNA and a voice and a mouth that could ever think or speak fully on a universal subject like the energy of the stars and how that helps create people's personalities. Those are all very different, but people do fall into categories. You know, Cancers are affectionate and they are romantic and they are family oriented and they are protective. That is a general synopsis. It's a snapshot of what that group is most like, the majority. Okay, and you know, for Earth, you know, like Virgo, it is a synopsis, it is a quick shot that most Virgos are very good at money, most Virgos are detail oriented, most Virgos are hard workers, and most Virgos are overthinkers and overworriers. Okay, that is a definite astrological proven synopsis of how they are. Other things that come into personalities, it just depends on a private reading. But, you know, there are general energies and then there are exact. Whenever you're getting a reading, never know it's an exact reading unless you hire someone to do an exact reading on someone's personality that you are or you're with. Otherwise, it's just a general synopsis, a general snapshot of that energy. But anyways, moving on. Yeah, we're moving on. Victorious, a win, a yes. Water signs are plowing, literally plowing through the bullshit, plowing through the people, plowing through the difficulties and the hardships. You guys win in the end, and whatever hardships have been staggering and blocking you and just feeling like a huge stop point, like a stagnation of never-ending energy, you're bursting through that. There's a breakthrough for the water signs. Because your rallies are here. Jupiter's coming. He's all about intuition and feelings and mercy and love. He's all about righteousness and truth. And if you've been standing up for the right, you will be on the right side of the team. Okay? Let's get an overall map oracle for the water signs. Education. Bottom of the deck is Dragon's Lair. This is kind of watch the red flags. You don't want to go the wrong way. Okay, so water signs, you're going to have to use your intuition. There's much to learn. People are learning from you, and you're learning a lot on this journey. Okay, so because you're learning so much on this journey, you're just open. You're open to receiving information and new messages. You're growing beyond the area you thought you could grow. What I mean is, 10 years ago, you never thought you would know what you know today. You never thought you would have the experiences you've had. Don't beat yourself up for the past, for the little that you knew, because you did the best that you could with the knowledge that you had back then. And today, you're much wiser, and you're going to do the best that you can today. There's always room to grow. So this is about water signs growing in wisdom, growing in education. A lot of you guys are becoming more educated. You may be taking on those classes, astrology classes, tarot classes, things like that. May actually be going back to school, some of you. College or, you know, a higher education is right here. You guys may be a little bit in debt in college, or getting loans, or feeling like you have to pay for college. And it's kind of hard, but you're doing the right thing. You're getting educated and you're doing what you love. You're noticing that some things are overpriced, but education comes with a high price. And you're also learning that the education you have came with a high price. The sacrifices you've made, the hard road that you've taken with your family, the lessons you've learned, the journeys you've taken, you had some losses, but it was worth it for what you have now. And I don't think if you had the chance to hit a reset button, I don't think you would hit that button, because I think you like who you are now. It's kind of the energy that I'm getting there from it. It is the number 35. You might be going through the Saturn-Jupiter transition is like your first Saturn return. You might be nearing the age of 36 or 35 and really feeling wise, really feeling like you've learned a lot. But even if you're not that age, it's still that energy, okay? It says here, a true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. So making those commitments to leave, to do what's better for you, and being wiser. A lot of water signs feel more educated and wise. I'm just going to say in a nutshell, all you water signs, sun, moon, risings, all of you have learned so much from your life experiences, and you feel like a dumb bunny looking back. A lot of those things you feel like, wow. But today you've leveled up. Today or another day, or just coming up with this, well, today is the Saturn-Jupiter transit. But after this transit and today, this is the time where, wow, I'm impressed. I've really leveled up, I've really gotten very wise. I'm proud of myself. Pat yourself on the back, like, good work, water sign. It says here, partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful, which we do have. And water signs, this is you, harmonious and powerful. Okay. This card indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership is with spirit, and the highest version of your own self is gauging at the highest of others. Wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take, or the circumstances. But life is full of lessons. Be teachable. Nature of your... Okay, I can't talk. Be teachable. It's important information that is coming towards you. Now is the time to go to school. Ask a person who might know more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study that you can more clearly understand what the next right action must be. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you an unfamiliar school, and you must learn by experience. Now is the time to be teachable, open and changing your preconceived notions. Be a student and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all, which is, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. So stand your ground. There's a lot to learn. You're learning. You've learned so much. You're moving forward in education, moving forward in relationships, moving forward in life, just growing smarter, wiser, and more beautiful by the day. Honestly, water signs, pat yourself on the back because you did good work. Now we're going to get into the earth signs. This is going to wear you out, especially Capricorn, for reasons that are obvious, okay? Saturn and Jupiter in your sign. But here you have the rest and rejuvenation in reverse. And this talks about a lack of meditation, a lack of sleep. This talks about feeling worn out, feeling tired. This talks about well, this is Four of Cups in reverse. There's somebody that may have given up on you, rejected you, pushed you aside, and they're thinking about their actions. Somebody has definitely caused you some pain, Earth, and I think that either you rejected them or they rejected you, and now they're second guessing that decision. I think that it's been a hard time without you. I think that they've been unable to sleep and rest since they had this Four of Cups moment with you. And it's honestly, it's a lot like Four Swords, because it's quiet, it's peace, it's stillness, it's needing to meditate, it's just a moment for stillness, you know what I'm saying? But it's in reverse, and that makes me curious. So this particular deck doesn't do reversals. So I'm just going to say that there is a need to reconstruct yourself. There is a need to get back in responsible, healthy states of mind. There is a need to stand back and view your life with clarity and renewed appreciation. There is a need to be open to changes, because changes can be made to create a healthier, stronger foundation, enabling you to take your next step. This card implies a period of rest, meditation, rejuvenation. It usually comes forward when you're encouraging or encountering or coming up out of a particularly emotional and mentally taxing experience. The number 4 in numerology means foundation. So this is the time to heal and be with your soul, to continue moving steadily forward. Allowing space to just be in your own reflection is both needed and long overdue. Wow. So you need to take time out and reconstruct your thoughts. A lot of you guys in the earth energies are stubborn as hell. And you've been fighting and fighting and fighting to go do something. And it wore you out. You are exhausted. You are absolutely exhausted, tired, burned out. You feel like a beaten, banana. You are so bruised. And someone needs to come and get that beaten ass banana and make some banana bread. Some delicious banana walnut muffins. There's something good that can come from this. But if you're going to sit there and say, I've been beaten, I'm an ugly ass, bruised ass banana, throw me in the trash, my goose is cooked, you're wrong. You're looking at it the wrong way. There's something good that can come out of being so beaten. And that's kind of how you feel. What good can come from this? It's like, I've suffered humiliation, I've suffered financial loss, I've suffered mental disrest and harmony, I've suffered, just financial repercussions, I've suffered, blah, blah, blah. I've just, maybe there's a lot of people coming at you and you're just like, stuff. The earth signs are getting body slammed. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your cardinal, your king, Capricorn, your cardinal ruling element is very overbearing right now. This is kind of like working for a boss that wants you to work overtime and through the holidays. That's how it feels. And you're like, this is crap, but what can I do? I need this job, I'm dependent, I need this money. Yet the boss is cracking the whip on you, and that's how you feel. So for a lot of earth signs, this is like, I'm not getting a lot for what I'm putting in. I'm sacrificing my sleep, I'm sacrificing my rest and my time, I'm sacrificing my mental stability here. I'm sacrificing my money here, you know, because why make a bunch of money if you don't have the time to spend it? Why be in this energy and bust your ass and work all these hours and you can't even go Christmas shopping because you're tired or you don't have time? Why even bother Christmas shopping if you can't spend Christmas with your family? It could be military also. You know, someone could be overseas and, you know, yeah. Someone's obviously working so hard and they're saying, for what? I'm not around my family for the holidays. There could be family members that are working so hard, especially Capricorns, getting that money, being responsible, and their children are taken from them. Their children are being kept away by another parent, right? And you're like, what am I even working for? I don't have my kids. I don't have my kids. Where are they? They're happy with someone else? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. There's so many different feelings that I have for this, for Earth. But for Earth, I feel like, what am I working for? I need hope. I need inspiration. I need rest. You sun, earth signs, we're going to get into that in a minute, but you moon ones, you are mentally screwed with, emotionally drained, absolutely driven to the point of madness. You're driven to a point of exhaustion. Your worries, your working hard, your support for others, your dedication, your loyalties, they're wearing you out. You're feeling very tired and you just kind of want to give up or walk away. But, you know, meditation is needed. Peace is needed. All I can say, earth signs, is you are definitely, if it's a moon earth sign, you're overwhelmed emotionally and mentally. Okay. And are you going to have peace and restoration with Jupiter and Saturn coming in? Yes. Your hope is being restored. Jupiter is coming back. But Jupiter wants you to stop working so much and meditate. Jupiter wants you to pray. Jupiter wants you to sleep. Jupiter wants you to spend and indulge. Jupiter wants you to feel good again because that's the remedy. So, I hope that makes sense for the Earth moon signs. Rest, sleep, indulge. I think for you moon earth signs, you have been watching the news too much, maybe obsessing over the unrest in the world. Maybe you've been overly focused on other people's and the family's hardships or loved ones' hardships. Maybe you've just been over-focused on the negative. But it's time to be focused on the positive. It's time to eat, drink, and be merry. That's the answer that's coming in for you. Eat, drink, and be merry. So we're going to start right now with the sun signs. Sun, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What is this going to bring you? Okay, I'm going to do it differently. I think I'm going to start with the masculine. I feel this is very masculine. Give it some time. You've dedicated so much of yourself, masculine. You put so much of yourself into a project, into a relationship, into an endeavor, into work, into whatever. You planted those seeds, man, and you've been doing it all, okay? Now, like I said earlier, you're not happy, you're not satisfied. Now what? Can I just say, I don't know if this is feminine or masculine. I feel like I could flip-flop. I'm just going to say, whatever I'm pulling for masculine and feminine, you can flip-flop it because I feel like there's something about a flip-floppy energy here. Maybe you're both, but I think the people I'm reading for, you're both, okay? So I'm just going to say this sun sign, I'm really shooting for masculine. It can be feminine also. You are just really feeling overwhelmed, disappointed in what you have to show for all your hard work. You're not happy at all. There is a new beginning coming for you with the Fool card at the bottom. Aries represents a brand new dawn. A new day is dawning. Take a risk, take a leap of faith. There's hope. Trust, have faith in the universe. A new beginning is coming for you. This seems boring. This seems drawn out. This seems long and very unfruitful. But give it a little bit more time. Just a little bit more time. There's something good that's going to come out of all of this. There's going to be a change. I think right now you're just, again, eat, drink, and be merry. That is the overall message. Let's do the feminine energy here for earth signs. Show me the feminine. And remember, it can be flip-flop. It can be flip-flop. There we go. There we go. 10 of Wands. This is what I'm talking about. Eat, drink, and be merry. Too much of a burden. Saturn is kicking your ass. You are dealing with heavy karma. Somebody here had a high ego. High. Very high on the scale. You're always winning. You're always successful. You're always doing great. Life is so easy. Life is awesome. Life is abundant. Like somebody here had a very good high ego and you got knocked down a few notches. Okay? This wasn't meant to take you out, like knock you out of the ballpark. This was meant to knock you down for humility, to see things for what they are. This Saturn, Jupiter is going to show you a big earth-shattering reality that life is not about work. Life is not about money. Whatever you were on the road to working for, whether it was healing a nation, whether it was changing the world, whether it was fighting for a people, whether it was fighting for a better opportunity, for a better place to live, more things to do, more vacations to take. Saturn and Jupiter are showing you that your goals were getting too materialistic. Your goals were getting blinded. What's at the bottom of the deck here? Temperance. A great healing. A pause, a patience, a relax. The fix-it angel, Archangel Raphael, that comes down to mend the wounded, heal the hearts of many, mend bridges, balance out energy. The alchemical energy of turning something from one situation into another. It's magical. You were working too hard. You were losing a grasp on what you were fighting for. It's kind of like men going to war, fighting for their families, but not seeing their families for a long time and forgetting what they're fighting for. They lose touch with reality. And that's kind of how I feel here for you. You just lost touch. Everything was blurry. It was like gray. Work became a blur. Your mission became a blur. Some of you guys were working 10, 12-hour days. And when you got off work, you had no energy to cook, no energy to clean, no energy to paint, no energy to sing, no energy to look beautiful, no energy to enjoy everything you work so hard for. Sometimes you think God, which is Jupiter right now, the universe, Saturn and Jupiter are the bad guy. But sometimes they knock you down so you can remember what you were fighting for. That passion can come alive in you. Somebody here just lost sight of what was important. Lost sight of what a people needed, wanted, which was you. People loved you, Earth sign. People love your time. They love your presence. They love spending time with you. They love being around you. They love your energy. And no one has been enjoying your energy lately. People feel like you're grouchy. People feel like you're mean. People feel like you're impatient. People feel like you're never home. You're never around. People feel like you're just not who you were. And that is this temperance. That's what's being healed. That's what's being mended. So if you are going through some kind of a karmic financial difficulty, know that it's to set you back, but for good reason. It's to set you back not as a punishment, but as an enlightenment. It's to make you appreciate the world around you, the health that you have, the years that you have, and the love that you have. The angel also wants to come in and mend relationships. So in regards to love relationships for the earth signs, it looks like you've been dealing with a heavy earth or fire sign. Possibly air, earth, or fire, okay? And this person, you've been hoping more would come of this relationship, but it hasn't. So you're going to be stepping away from the relationship to kind of hopefully wake them up and say, look, if you don't appreciate me when I'm here, you're going to have to appreciate me when I'm gone. And that may heal the relationship, because somebody may not appreciate your presence, but they'll appreciate the fact that when you're gone, they're missing out on a lot. And so this is you kind of showing them that. So if you're in a relationship, you definitely want your partner to appreciate you and all the work you've done. And even if this is children, you feel like the children don't appreciate all you do. And you're feeling stressed and worried because you're not doing this for anyone else but them. And no one appreciates it. Maybe you never get a thank you. Maybe you never get help. But that may be some of the energy. So I feel like give it some time, be patient, relax. This too shall pass. You're going to get through this with Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter's coming to help. Remember, Jupiter's coming to ease up on those hardships, on those restrictions, on those restraints. So the burden is going to be put down with the Ten of Wands. It will be laid to rest. And this is going to come out in a much better, happier result for the earth signs. All right, let's get the oracle. Where is this Jupiter-Saturn transit taking the earth signs? Where is it taking the earth signs? Wow, metamorphosis. I love it. Bottom of the deck is commitment. See? So for earth signs, I think your level of commitment to family and their commitment to you is deepening. I think you're reaching a good, new, healthy level of commitment. You're not going to be overcommitted to work. You're going to be committed to family. And they're going to be committed to you. I even see the hand of a mother and a child. That may mean something for some people. Families being restored. Families are being restored for the earth signs. And I really want to go out on a limb here and say that. I feel that for you. Families that have been troubled, families that have had a hardship, for the earth signs, there is a restoration. There's a healing and a change and a metamorphosis for the healing of a family, okay? So I feel this is very good for you. Family restructuring and family happiness, and even if you feel like Saturn came and kicked your ass and it turned your family upside down, it's a burden that was going on too long and had to get dealt with. Now you're going to get ready for the new, because Spirit wanted the mending of bridges. Spirit wanted a healthy balance. It's for the best and most good interest for everyone involved. So I'm going to read this oracle.
You almost done?
Mm-hmm. I'm on my last card.
All right. Hi, viewers.
Daniel says hi. Okay. So, okay. Metamorphosis. Earth signs, you are in the process of a deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses, sacrifices either. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy. especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how to live it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin or a caterpillar dies so that a butterfly can be born, you're required to release your old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth, a dream that no longer serves you, or a relationship that is draining, or unhealthy habits. Earth signs, despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformational time for you. There will be some loss involved, but you'll love what you've become. That's beautiful. So yeah, Earth signs, there's some loss. Like I said, Jupiter's coming to Saturn and saying, hey, you got to give. You got to give. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to do all and everything you want. That's done. I'm here now. You're still going to get some things your way, but you're not going to get it all. I'm here to tell you that I'm here to get some too. That's Jupiter. I'm here to get some too. I'm here in your house to restructure life. I'm here to help. I'm here to give because Jupiter is a giver. I'm here to give. So give advice, give help, give you a push to make you lose some things, maybe so. But it's for the better and the highest good for everybody, which is Jupiter, this card, which is Sagittarius. You may not like what you need to hear, but you're going to hear it because it's the truth. The High Priestess is about a hidden deep knowledge, a wisdom. This is about letting go of tradition, letting go of the way things were, letting go of the old ways. Saturn is going to have to deal with letting go of the old ways. The Hermit, Virgo, going within. You have to go within and see this truth. And I know today there's the truth. Okay, I know today I dealt with a lot of people that didn't want to hear this message. And if you've heard it this far, then you can take the truth. You can handle it. Okay, but I know I did deal with a lot of people, maybe in and out of this video, that just had a very hard time to stomach what I had to say. But the truth is ugly and it hurts. But I'll be honest about both sides. I'll be honest about both sides. I don't have the time for that today, but my voice and my opinion was, to be honest, not a Democrat versus Republican, stupid little debate. It was the truth. I am standing up for the truth and I'm against liars. So if that falls on a platform of politics, well, so be it. I'm also against hypocrisy with schools, and I've been on that boat for a long time. Had nothing to do with politics. I've been on the boat of equality for women, and how women put themselves down in many ways trying to be masculine. And I've been on that boat for a long time. I've been on the boat of supporting gay rights for a long time. People are people and they deserve love. They deserve a chance to be happy and make what they want out of their life as long as it's not hurting children. They deserve that. I've been on that boat for a long time. So, if people are against me for whatever boat I'm on, it's not because I have some hidden agenda. It's because I've always stood up for the weak. I've always stood up for injustice. I've always stood up for the truth and fairness. I've always done that. So if anyone has been offended today by anything I've said, know that my integrity is more important than dancing around your political eggshells. I have to be real and honest with everybody, and I'm going to speak as long as I can speak. So it wasn't personal. That's good. Thank you. I stand up for this card. I feel like I live this card. I should be more patient doing it, but I don't have a lot of patience. but I am working on that. I have an anger and a rage that comes up inside me. I don't know how to describe it. It's just this, the only way I've ever described it is passion, but it's more than that. It's just being fed up with seeing those injustices. I'm just fed up. I'm fed up getting older and watching year after year people in power not doing shit for what they were hired to do. I'm sick and tired of seeing families suffer due to things that can be so easily changed with the click of a button, with someone's voice that actually matters. To be honest, every single president, including Trump, I'm sick, hasn't talked more about this. About children, about pedophiles, about the internet and lust and pornography and the sickness at schools and how they make it okay. It's not okay for your kids to be making out in the halls like freaks. It's not okay to be more worried about what you wear and your popularity than education. Why is our country suffering more than others? Because we do have freedoms in places they shouldn't be. And in the places we need freedom, we don't have enough. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of kids being the victims. I'm tired of women not being spoken up for. I'm tired of people going and fighting for rights, marching down streets for bullshit thugs, but they won't march down the streets for children and beaten women and murdered gays, which I guess they have. They've marched in the streets for that. But when it comes to children and women, we are the minority now. Gays are risen above us. Lesbians are risen above us. Transgenders are risen above us. Their important issues are more important than us. We have been shafted. And what do I mean by women? I live in a free country. I mean the women that don't live in a free country. It's not the fuck okay that Chinese women have to have an abortion. It's not okay that Chinese women have to be subservient to their husbands. I mean, unless they want that. But to be forced, that's abuse. It's not okay for women to be mistreated because they're a woman. And it's not just China. It's other countries. Women are not wanted. I know it's the ugly truth, but if you look at babies being dropped off in China, it's girl babies. Girl babies are being aborted in countries. Girl babies are being abandoned in the forest and in the roads and in ditches and in alleys. It's girl babies. Girls. Okay, because everybody wants male babies in some of those countries. Girls, I don't know. Just less than. Not, I don't know. I don't get it. It's a problem. In many countries, women have to cover their faces and their hair and their body, and some women want to. Some women from Ireland, some women from America, some other women want to do that, and that's okay. Some women like to get hit by a 2x4 or hung up on hooks in their bedroom and slapped on the ass with a paddle. I'm okay with that too. If you want to be hit by a 2x4 and whooped your ass while you're getting screwed because you feel like you like being raped, if you like that, then I support you for that. But I'm not going to make it the norm, and it's not acceptable for everybody.
I was not sure to bother you again. Okay, Mom? I just want to tell you how to take the tape off.
I don't know.
Just peel it off.
So anyways, I guess I'm done. I really should be done, but like I said, I have a lot of passionate feelings.
You don't have to be done.
Okay, I just have a lot of passionate feelings about what's been going on in the world. I love children. I have a passion for them. I have a Venus in Leo, so obviously I'm just extremely passionate about that. The beauty in the world comes from children. My joy comes from children. My pride comes from children. My ferocious protectiveness is for children. Children are #1 priority for me, and they are our future. They deserve every ounce of adult protection that we could possibly give them. And I just don't think we're doing enough. I think we're more concerned about stupid rights that don't matter. I mean, well, I can't say they don't matter, but the rights that are being, preached on the podium lack in luster, lack in light in comparison to the issues that I'm talking about. Financial equality is the last thing on the list of importance versus child safety. Am I the only one here going out on a limb to say the last thing I really give a crap to listen to on any news outlet is financials? I don't care. That lacks luster for me. I don't care about your stocks and bonds. I don't care about who's the richest man in the world. I don't care about, financial whatever the fucks. I don't care. That's not news. What I do care about is children being raped and beaten and kidnapped and smuggled over our borders. What I do care about is sex trafficked children. What I do care about is sex trafficking and sex slavery in our government. I do care about that. I do care about women in other countries and their children being mistreated with the incest and the abuse in their family. I do care about them a lot. I care about hearing about women and children in Africa and women and children in Egypt and women and children in Iran and women and children everywhere just being beaten and abused and told to be murdered if they want to dare to love someone new, if they dare to love someone their own age, if they dare to get an education, if they dare to let their hair out, if they dare to kiss a boy on a movie date, and lest they be killed if they do. I care about those things. It's a problem. It's a world problem. And here we are. Here we are just comfortable on our own couches watching news about stocks and bonds and, stupid crap. And here we are talking about, stupid crimes from criminals that deserve to die, in my opinion, because they're thugs. They had no business being a thug, no business being stupid in the streets. But we're going to focus on that. And then when those children were found in Taos, New Mexico, sex trafficked, we heard like 10 minutes of it on the news. Like 10 minutes. But we heard about everything else for months. But children, they don't have the limelight. They're the star of the show. Children are the star of the show. Children's safety. Even before women comes children. And that is like the last on everyone's list. In media, anyways. And I'm very disappointed at our representatives that haven't made it a focus. They post things like their hair getting cut, wearing masks, following the laws, getting ice cream, marching down the streets of Baltimore, reaching out to Latinos. I see all this shit, and I'm like, where's the children? I think what people in the world, especially mothers, really care about is the protection of our children, and we have not seen people pay enough attention to it. So I think now is the time. So I don't know. I'm done, and I only hope that Jupiter can influence Saturn enough to put some kind of focus on the children, because I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I want them protected. I want the social media giants to be punished. I want them to be punished. I want them to be held responsible. Close my door. I want them to be held responsible for the damages they've done to families. And I don't know who's with me. I don't know who's willing to fight for that. I don't know who's willing to march in the streets for that. But I happen to feel if we had a 1,000,000-man march in the streets against pedophilia, if we had a million man march in the streets against tycoons like Google and Facebook and Apple, and we demanded our government to do something, it might actually help. I don't know. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but that's my Jupiter talking. My Jupiter is very hopeful and optimistic that there can be some kind of healthy restoration, there can be some kind of mending, there can be some kind of protection, there can be some kind of metamorphosis for our world. And I hope that Jupiter brings out these truths, and I pray that Jupiter helps bring this earth-shattering reality to the news, to the world. I hope that it really does take all those secrets and dirty dealings that were done in the dark and brings it to the light. I really hope fraud is found out. I really hope that laws are changed. I hope that people are responsible. I hope that these big rich companies get dealt with because their ego is ridiculous. Mike Zuckerberg and the Twitter CEO guy, I watched their court hearing, whatever it was, at the White House. It was pathetic. They gave no good answers. They always said, I'll send you more information. They didn't want to publicly say it. They wanted to write it on a piece of paper and turn it into the government versus say it loud for everyone to hear on C-SPAN. They didn't want to talk about their bad dealings. They didn't want to talk about their crooked, wrong behavior. They didn't want to talk about it. They're rich and they're famous and they're living off you and me and they're hurting people. They're not being responsible. What they have is a big machine. It's out of control and it needs some reins. Someone needs to help get control of these entities because they're causing harm. And these governments that are trying to control people and tell them what to think and what to do is causing harm. I just want it to stop. I want people in China to be free. I want people in North Korea to be free. I want these things to happen. I want people to not worry about being sex trafficked. I don't want these women to worry about being sex trafficked. I don't want these children to worry about it. I don't want parents to worry about pedophiles around every corner, because nowadays people are worried about pedophiles at every corner. And I'm just sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And I can't. It's time for us to heal the ouch. So I hope Jupiter does a good job. Look at all these things Jupiter's doing. And Saturn is supposed to be some kind of a help. We're going to be defeating the mountain, the obstacle, the beast. We're going to be learning and growing and getting educated thanks to Jupiter. We're going to be healing the wounded and the sick, fixing the broken, and hopefully we're going to all metamorphosis. Hopefully our world and our globe can metamorphosis. That is the energy. We are supposed to have harmony. Even under that is death and transformation. Okay, so we are supposed to have harmony and balance restored with Jupiter and Saturn. So yes, it's an earth-shattering reality check, but it's also a restoration and a metamorphosis. So I guess that's it. That's it for the day. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for being present. Thank you for listening. A lot of this was just difficult. It was difficult to deliver. If it was difficult for you to hear my message, can you only imagine how difficult it is to actually say the message? It's hard, but I did it. I tried to do it twice and make it easier than the other one, but it's just not coming out right because the truth sucks. The truth's hard to hear. And I tried to get away from a political message in my last reading, which was 4 hours, and make a new one, and it still crept its way in here. And it just doesn't matter if I have all my intentions to not do it. It's just, it's brought here. And I'm like, damn it, I'm not trying to go there. But that's where we're going. If you want to learn more about this transit, please look at my community channel. I posted some energy here from KRS channel, some videos about these transits and what it means, okay? So if you want to learn more on there, please go to the community channel. If you guys are complaining about government talk, Saturn represents the fucking government. I'm sorry. If you want to talk about love and relationships, let's go with Venus, okay? Let's talk about her fucking ass. Or if you want to talk about, anything else but fucking government, we'll do a fucking reading on shit like Leo and shit like Scorpio and fucking Pisces. But when you drag my ass to Capricorn, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to talk about government. As much as you want to scream and squirm like a worm on a hook, I'm gonna have to talk about it because that, in essence, is the people. It is the government. It is the laws. Laws are restrictions. Hello, it's about laws. It's about all of that. It's about court. It's about all that annoying crap. That's what it is. It's about working career and reality. So, I'm sorry. I am very sorry. If you've made it this far, thank you. It was very hard to talk about it. It's not the aim of my channel. I don't do it a lot. So anyways, just so you know, spiritually, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to beat around the bush. This is going to be a political war with Jupiter and Saturn. They're both powerhouses in terms of politics. So they're there. They're there to deal with it. So politics are being dealt with, but it's also laws and restrictions against the people, which is being dealt with also. It also talks about morality and hope and belief and your faith in whatever higher power you believe in. It talks about that. It is a spiritual war and it's a spiritual battle. The angels are going to be fighting the demons in essence. You're going to be tested. You're going to be tried. Resist the devil as much as you can. Resist your old habits. Resist your old ways. Resist confinement of what Jupiter's trying to liberate you from. If you ever feel like you're being liberated from some belief or system, know that it's Jupiter trying to enlighten you and free you. So be willing to, be open as much as you can to that. Be willing to accept some shocking events. They are happening. Should you all be worrying and locking your door? Well, yes, lock your doors. But should you all be hiding in your houses and closing your curtains and hiding from the world forever? No, I think it's going to get better. I don't think you should hide. I think you should know that God's got your back. I think you should know that Jupiter's got your back. I think you should be happy that the light always overcomes the darkness. I think you should be trusting that good will overcome the evil. I think you should be trusting of that. And if this is a war of morality, believe me, the good will win. There will be a harmony made. Are we going to get everything we want? Probably not. But are they going to get everything they want? No. So if that can give you some peace today, just know that we're going to have peace. We're going to have harmony. It's going to be a good holiday. And we're going to all come out of this better. So anyways, yeah, stay positive, stay happy. I love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Like I always say, this life is a journey, never a destination. So just keep swimming. We're going to have to keep swimming for a very long time. So just don't get stuck, scared, just keep moving. Just keep moving forward. If you guys are interested in the soulmate compatibility, that is still available. And you can go to my community page also and purchase that. I will be doing a birth chart look at you and your lover. And I'll be analyzing your compatibility with the person that you want to be with. I do need the date of birth, the time of birth, and the location of birth. I will need your email And if you want to send me a picture of you guys, I would love to Photoshop that picture, make it look really spiritual, really beautiful, give you guys a twin flame kind of look on that format, some kind of art, and have your ruling planet behind you in the photo. So you guys can meditate and heal your karma between the two of you. And just know that if you do have a connection, a deep soul connection and a soulmate path, I will be able to see it. And I'll be able to let you know if this is something that is for you. And what does your love forecast look like? So I do want to give you that love forecast and your compatibility for you and your person. I think it's a great gift to give to yourself. It's $125. It comes in a PDF, and I send those to you via email. So if you're interested in that soulmate compatibility, you know where to go. And until then, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be really, really, really happy to get away from this heavy kind of reading. I apologize if I sucked at making this better. I tried. At least I tried. You saw me try. I tried to make it better. And that's all I can do. I love you guys. Do your best. Know that I'm with you. Love and light.